being a part of a CSMG has been an amazing experience that's allowed me to connect my Catholic faith with the church and as well as current issues in society.
This gathering was super informative over many different topics.
I learned a lot about environmental justice, focusing on the intersectionality between protecting the earth and the relation that it has to the human rights of all people. And this relates to the Catholic social teachings of respecting the human dignity of all people and protecting God's creation, which includes the earth.
Advancing the vision of Laudato Si.
Also, how acting on climate change and care for the environment can really assist other issues that we're looking at, such as poverty and immigration.
A topic that really caught my attention during the meetings was immigration. It also has to do to the fact that I am part of an immigrant family.
The justice for migrant workers and how, although they are essential workers, especially undocumented migrant workers who work in agriculture, they have not received adequate support through this pandemic.
G was the ethical vaccine distribution because of the relevancy now that the COVID vaccine is becoming more available.
So some of the focus was on the deaf community and how they can't communicate well with others due to masks, so they can't read mouths.
I learned more about how the church is promoting behavioral health initiatives, especially in rural areas where access to behavioral health services might be lacking.
Injustice in the criminal justice system, specifically through racial inequality.
Related to social teaching, specifically I learned about the Pope's encyclical Fratelli Tutti, which kind of emphasizes the importance of community organizing and the importance of brotherhood and fraternity.
In our legislative meetings, we were able to advocate for immigration reform, COVID relief, and international funding to address poverty.
One of the things I really appreciated about those conversations is making sure that our representatives heard our voices as constituents and how willing they were to listen to us.
It was a very, very valuable experience for me, and I was so glad to be able to get the chance to talk with people who have a direct influence on Capitol Hill.
That the legislative meetings were an incredible opportunity to engage in dialogue with our civil leaders and talk about these issues that we see within our community and discuss possible solutions that can be made through policy changes.
Something that really stuck with me from the legislative meetings was the ability to connect with my senator. That's not something I've done before.
I had the opportunity to talk to our higher-ups, and it really made me think that many people are trying to do their best to bring awareness.
That's something that I had never done before.
Really well. I was nervous at first because I didn't really understand what we were doing, what the structure was, but it went really well and it really wasn't that bad. I got to moderate and introduce all of the different speakers, so that was a really awesome opportunity for me.
It was also really cool to get to discuss with our senator staff how they were taking steps to address these issues. I am planning to bring my experience back to the organizations of which I'm a part of on UD's campus. Especially, I am a member of the cross-country and track teams, and I'm really excited to share this experience with them.
By bringing in one of the CSMG speakers to come speak at the monthly speaker series for Catholic Life this month.
By presenting the material that I learned in my sociology class, and I was actually able to make connections from the CSMG experience to the class that I'm taking right now.
By spreading the news about CSMG and just teaching other of my residents, because I'm currently an RA here at Marycrest, and I just want to bring awareness and just talk to them about
and sharing it with my peers and beyond through creating illustrations and infographics.
I work for university publications, both UD Magazine and Flyer News. So I'm writing an article that kind of summarizes what I learned at the event, as well as highlighting some of the other projects that my group members are working on.
Rallying for criminal justice reform is something. I'm a criminal justice major, and I'm really passionate about making change, considering now Ohio is seeking to repeal the death penalty.
Help out with some Stations of the Cross, and my role specifically is I'm working on a station that will kind of emphasize, while highlighting Jesus' passion, it's also going to highlight the criminal justice system injustices.
By sharing what I've learned at the conference and also making a point to have our voices as constituents heard within our local government as well as our national government, so that way the best decisions for the people can be made.